What is up, guys? It is Aaron. Welcome back to the channel. This is a bit late for me. My phone has been not charging at all recently with any of my chargers that have my grandparents, so I haven't been able to record any videos. But today I have a really special video for you guys that I'm really excited about, because I have an OPM racing seat that has been officially officially checked by who again? Says by the FIA. It's officially been deemed safe by FIA standards, which is a really big thing, really hard to find on seats. And it's got their little logo and everything on it. I'm just going to go off and show you guys the seat, because it is really nice. Use the seat being lopsided. I'm installing it at the minute. I'm sorry I couldn't record it for you guys. Like I said, my phone hasn't been charging with a lot of chargers recently, and the battery's been a bit off this recently. So that's the seat. It's really nice. It fits me really well. It's a lot bigger than it actually looks on the photos and everything, but it's so comfortable to sit in, and that is going to be going on there. As you can see, I've already started it. Cannot tell you guys how happy I am right now that I've been able to marry up the lines and everything. I'm still gonna have to drill in some holes at the front. I was just wanting to line up everything. So I'm just gonna go off and tell you guys how I went through this. So with the brackets on and everything and the seat in place and all, I got the seat into a really good position that I liked it in, where I could reach the pedals and the steering wheel wouldn't be too close to my face. So what I done was I laid it down. I got some spray paint, spray on the inside here and here. The lines didn't marry up here. As you can see, I did drill a hole. Unfortunately, it was off. So what I'm just going to do just now is drill a hole through here. The second one up from the right for me. Not sure if it's going to be any different for you guys on YouTube or anything. It'll probably be from the right from you guys as well. But this one here, I'm going to be doing that. And this is going to be on its lowest setting as well on these brackets as well, because I don't want it to be too high, otherwise I won't be able to get the roof on. But that's basically how I done this. You just want to make sure that you don't come at the spray paint at like an angle. Like I did here. You can see that it is a little bit off the paint, but I managed to get that one and this hole to line up properly. So yeah, I'm just gonna go off and install the other seat, and then change this, change the height of that, because these are really high off the ground, and I've already changed the height of this one, which is really low, for it to be the highest it can be off the ground. So I'm just gonna need to go off and change that as well. And what I'm also gonna need to do is the frames back there. The frames there need to be put together properly, because I've got 10 bits of metal, steel, mild steel I think it is. So I need to go off and take out one of them, cut out 50 millimeters from each end up, and weld it onto there. Wondering as well, when you're looking at this, where has this panel gone? Well, basically I couldn't fit in the seat properly with that panel there, and I couldn't reach the pedals with the panel being there and how it was all set up. So basically I've just taken that out and I figured out where that panel can go and where other buttons can go and stuff. Because there's only going to be a door on one side, and it is going to be wider for the e-brake and other things like that, and it needs to be longer as well for the engine, and the front of it needs to be longer as well, just so it looks proportional to size and it's not looking a bit off. So let's get to it. For the time lapse as well, if you have any spare carpet left, keep it. Please keep it, because it is extremely, I didn't know this, is extremely resistant to sparks. And I've been cutting out my panels for the fuel tank, and amazingly it didn't catch fire, which is surprising. Here we go, guys. That is the seat installed. Obviously I do need to put the bolts in the front, because it's not on very well. But I'll do that off camera and everything, just so you guys don't have to watch me go through the process, because it is quite a boring process, but a process you have to go through nonetheless. But there you go, guys. The fucking seat is on. Woo! I'm so hyped about this build and everything about it, because it's just one of my dreams to build a car of some sorts. Like, this is going to become a car eventually. It's not going to become a street legal car, obviously, because sketchiness and stuff. But oh my god, this is going to be amazing. I think I will go on to either the front right stub axle or the frame. I think I'm going to go off and do the frame, because that's the easiest thing to do. I'm too tired and don't have the patience for the right axle, because the left one was a pain in the arse. So I'm going to go off and do the frame, weld that up, and then throw on the tires and see how this is looking. To do for the frame is some boring and annoying math stuff, which I hate doing but has to be done anyway. Is take off 50 millimeters from each end, leaving one side of this. Holy shit, I forgot about that. There's a load of grease on this crap. Yeah, I need to take off 50 millimeters from each side, and leave one side on so I can weld it onto the frame. Then I have to take 50 millimeters away from 1,000 millimeters, which is 1 meter. So 5 centimeters divided by 100 centimeters. So that's going to be kind of a pain in the arse to do all the maths and stuff for that. But hey, that's what bones are here for, so I don't have to do it in my brain. Doing this though, I'll show you guys something I've been doing as well. Is I have been starting to blend the welds into the frame. I've done it really well here, which is where the seat is. I'll see if I can get the light in there somewhere, but I've been able to blend in the welds to the frame quite well on the front. Okay guys, so that's basically what I was talking about with this. You need to mark all the edges that you're doing and you're cutting, and you need to measure every edge, well, every edge that you're going to be cutting as well, every side you're cutting as well is what I should say. Because if you don't and you just mark one edge and then you use your set square to go mark the rest of the edges, it could be uneven and you couldn't, and it could be off, and you'll just save yourself so much more hassle. Same with cutting as well. Cut each side individually like I've done. You can see me flipping it about, cutting each side individually, because again, you could wander off the line a bit and you'll have to save yourself. Well, you won't have to save yourself. You'll have to do like a whole lot of filing and crap like that to make sure it's equal, and then it might not be even within the tolerances that you want. So basically, I'm not going to do anything else than that. As long as I've got that there, I've set squared it all up off camera and made sure that it's all 90 degrees and everything. I'm going to be going off tomorrow and getting the angle grinder and cutting this bottom half off and leaving this bottom plate here, so that can go onto the frame. What I'm going to do just now is I'm going to get that out of the way so I'm not having to do it in the future. Focus camera, there you go. And I'll just have to time lapse that, and then I'll have to wrap it up for today. The video isn't ending, by the way. This is just me for today, for tonight, because it is getting quite late and I do have a 7 o'clock start at work tomorrow. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. I guess because I figured out the day before how to do it. Kind of thought it was going to be harder, but oh well. The wheel's on. See how this is looking. Oh, I'm so excited. That is how it is looking so far. Holy crap. Fuck yes. Oh my god. Like, if you can't tell, I am hyped for this. Like, I am so fucking excited for this. There's so much potential in this build. Like, it's unreal. Oh my god, this is looking amazing. This is a hand-built thing as well. The only thing that isn't hand-built is the actual chassis itself. Everything else is me, which is just blowing my mind. It's like, I don't have any qualifications or anything like that, except for my electrical engineering degree. But apart from that, I don't have any qualifications in cars. I know a lot about cars, but this is where I see school as like not the end all and be all of life. You know, if you have a dream, chase it, seriously, because I'm chasing my dream right now, building this thing. And for me, test results don't mean shit for me, and this just proves it. You know, like I can't pass anything for like the maths behind cars and stuff like that, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So, you know, tests for me ain't shit, because I'm doing this. Oh my god. Just gonna give you guys a good walk around this, because it is massive already. It's absolutely massive. I mean, it's really, really wide at the back as well. It's like taking up this whole room here. And this room is really, really big. If I lie down flat across the room, I wouldn't fit. I still wouldn't be able to fill in the gap. So this really works in my favor for the back being so wide and the front being so thin, which is just perfect for what I want, honestly. You can obviously see here that's the extension of how far out it's going to be. That's just there to give you guys a reference. Ow. So that's just there to give you a reference of how long this thing's going to be. This thing's going to be quite high as well, meter high. And this thing's going to be coming out quite wide, quite out a bit more as well, like 50 centimeters or something like that. Probably not as much, probably around about 25 centimeters out or something like that. But, oh my god. I love this thing. I've got really, really grippy tires on as well. Because these are like, for like when you're driving in rain for go-karts. So they'll be good for grip, but obviously I'm not looking for grip. It's going to be a drift car, not cart. So that's how this DIY bullshit thing is going so far. Sketchiest thing I've probably ever built. I'm gonna go sit in it. Oh my god, this seat is amazing. It hugs me in really, really well, and oh, it's just a perfect fit. Your head is supposed to just be just above this bit here, which is perfect for what I'm wanting, because the roof is going to be that much off my head. So if I'm like bouncing up and down and crap with a really bad chair, I'll be hitting my head off the roof. That's not what I want. So yeah, this is a 6-point harness seat. Like I said, it's FIA approved, so that means it's been basically vigorously tested and it's been inspected and everything. And these are really, really hard to find, but I managed to find one on eBay for like £200, which is an absolute steal considering you can find these on websites for like £600 upwards. So money well spent and a good find. I am having a clean day because the place is a mess. I still haven't learned to tidy up after myself after I work in a kitchen, and I tidy up after myself every day. I can't tidy up my own shit to save my life. Oh god, this is amazing. I really, really can't wait for this thing to be on the road. Really can't. I really hope you guys are just as hyped as I am for this. Like I said in a video before, it's 250cc engine. Turbocharging it eventually once I save up for it, and then the nitrous oxide I've already got. So that's going to be hooked up to the engine. I'm a lunatic. I said that to one of my neighbours who was holding the metal for me, and I told him what I was doing, and he said, "You're a lunatic." He literally just said, "You're an absolute lunatic." I was like, "Yeah, that's me. That's me in general. I'm a lunatic for this kind of stuff. I like to be new. I like to do something new. I like to do something different, no matter what I'm doing." Tomorrow is a clean day, so I will see you guys on Saturday, which will be like 2 seconds for you. And welcome back. So you guys were just there. From Saturday, I think it was Friday, Saturday. No, it was Friday. But it's now Monday, unfortunately, because work has been hectic as all hell for me. And I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera as well, and I've just been working my ass off. One of the littler things I've been doing is the fuel tank. I'm just going to weld it up there somewhere, just so there's a lot of room for stuff on this panel here that I've got left from the floor panel for the go-kart, from the kit car. And then I'm just going to go off and grind down the sides till it's all even, then flip it onto its ends and weld up that, and then just do it the same. Some of the other things I've been doing is making sure the seat's in the right place. Well, I'm not going to show you that just now because it's going to ruin what I've been doing, and I want to make it a little surprise. So I've been doing a lot of welding. I've gone through a lot of wires for welding. I should really probably buy some more actually, because I do have quite a bit of money left over. So yeah, I've just been mainly tidying as well. So let's see it. 3, 2, 1. Look at that, that's all welded in properly. I know you guys can't get a good angle on this right now because it's right up against this wall. Not really, but that is how it's looking. That's welded in place, by the way. It's just the front that's welded in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and take this all the way back to here, to this bit here, and then I can extend the frame out to how I want it. So here's a good angle for it. There you go. It looks like a box right now with a chair and wheels on it, but it will start to look better, and it is starting to take shape now, which I'm really, really damn proud of. An hour left of work to do here, and then I'm gonna wrap up the video because it's been a little bit too long. I'm not gonna be able to get this video out on time that I'm wanting it to. I'm wanting to get it out for Wednesday or Thursday, so I'm gonna have to work my ass off just now. So I think what I'm going to do first is actually do the harder thing first and take the frame back onto the back part there. And then I'll be able to enclose the area and crap for when I'm driving it, and I'll be in an enclosed frame. Held on by super strong welds, so it should be quite easy to just cut off. These welds here are strong as all hell. I was literally doing pull-ups on this thing before I took that middle part out, but I still think I would be able to do it. And yeah, just going to go off and move it back over there. Then I'll move on to the fuel tank. Okay, so that's looking a lot better. This weld here didn't take the beating too well, as you can see, but whatever's holding it on, thank fuck, because I cannot be arsed welding that up again. So yeah, this is where it's going to be sitting. I'm going to have to move it back a bit more for the brakes, because the brakes are a lot wider than the sprocket. And I'm obviously going to have to square it all up, make sure it's all straight, make sure it's all good, so it's not driving wonky and it's not look like I'm driving wonky. So yeah, now on to the fuel tank. Guys, so that's one side of the fuel tank welded up onto that. Excuse the snotty welds. I did take my time after I managed to just put it on there, make sure it was good on there. And then I went over them, done a double pass weld, which is quite hard to do actually. But I seem to manage okay with it. Here are my welds right now for the fuel tank. Obviously the welds need to be looking better than that does right here. But these welds are the start of the double overlay weld, or the double pass weld, and then from here it's not the double overlay weld. You can see I can manage it all right, I guess. The bottom of it is all right. Fuck! Gloves are needed because it's hot. But this is how you know your welds are really good and really solid, because I can feel that through the bottom really well. So, happy with that. As well, it's actually quite a big fuel tank for what I'm doing. It's a 250cc engine, so this will hold probably a little bit more than a motorbike would hold for a 250cc engine, so it should be able to last a lot longer and do a lot more miles. So that'll be really good and really cost efficient. This is where I'm wrapping up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give it a big thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!